Hey guys, welcome back to KSC, also known as KidMotion Space Center. I'm here in Mission Control and I'm pretty excited because we're about to check in with Commander Fred and see how his voyage is going. Last time we spoke, he was really nervous about liftoff, but he got on board the shuttle, Pioneer. He's officially on mission. Well, at least we hope. So let's check in on Commander Fred and see how he's doing. Here we go. All right. Commander Fred, come in. Are you there? Commander, Commander, is that you?
Commander Fred here.
Wow, great to hear from you. Well, how you doing up there?
Well, I'm doing okay. It's a good thing I found this here helmet, because it's just really dark up here. There's these little twinkling bright lights that shine through the window.
Do you mean the stars?
I guess. They're really bright.
Yes, Commander Fred, these are stars. Did you really read your space manual before accepting this mission?
No, I don't really see the point in reading that one. I just thoroughly read and studied the manual for the Pioneer spaceship, so that I'd know how to navigate this here rocket. Once I got out here, I figured I'd have these wide open spaces. Wide open spaces. But to fly around, and I wouldn't really need to know much about that wild dark yonder. I just put that baby on autopilot and cruised.
Commander, you really should have read your space manual. What are you gonna do if a comet comes flying your way, or if you fly too close to the sun?
Well, I'm not really sure. I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh boy. Commander, it's important to always know your surroundings. This is an important journey. You had so much time to prepare for it. You should have spent more time truly invested in knowing everything you need to know. You're going into space. That's not your everyday road trip.
I figured I'd just kind of know it once I got out here and saw it for myself.
You sound like that sower who planted his seeds on the rocks.
Sower? Rocks? What's that got to do with space?
It's a parable from the Bible. In Matthew 13, it says, "That same day, Jesus left the house and sat by the Sea of Galilee. Large crowds gathered around him. So he got into a boat and sat down. All the people stood on the shore. Then he told them many things using stories. He said, a farmer went out to plant his seed. He scattered the seed on the ground. Some fell on the path. Birds came and ate it up. Some seed fell in rocky places where there wasn't much soil. The plants came up quickly, but the soil wasn't deep. And when the sun came up, it burned the plants. They dried up because they had no roots. Other seed fell among thorns. The thorns grew up and crowded the plants. Still, other seed fell on good soil. It produced a crop 160 or 30 times more than what was planted. Whoever has ears should listen. But blessed are your eyes because they see, and blessed are your ears because they hear. What I'm about to tell you is true. Many prophets and godly people wanted to see what you see, but they didn't see it. They wanted to hear what you hear, but they didn't hear it. Listen, here is the meaning of the story of the farmer. People hear the message about the kingdom, but do not understand it. Then the evil one comes. He steals what was planted in their hearts. Those people are like the seed planted on a path. The seed that fell in the rocky places is like other people. They hear the message and at once receive it with joy, but they have no roots, so they last only for a short time. They quickly fall away from the faith when trouble or suffering comes because of the message. The seed that fell among the thorns is like others who hear the message, but then the worries of this life and the false promise of wealth crowd it out. They keep the message from producing fruit. But the seed that fell on good soil is like those who hear the message and understand it. They produce a crop 100, 60, or 30 times more than the farmer planted.
Huh, that's an interesting story. So how am I like the sower who used the rocks?
Well, you originally were on board with the mission, and you studied and got to know what you wanted to know and what you needed for part of it, but you didn't fully commit to the mission like you should have. So because of that, you're now in space with the knowledge you need. You're like the plant that originally grew quickly, then died just as quickly because you don't have a strong foundation.
I guess you're right. I really should have spent more time and studied harder for these missions to be fully knowledgeable and ready.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll be okay. I'll send you the link to the manual, and I'd suggest you study up there.
Well, great. Thanks so much, Matt. I'll definitely take the time to read it. I'm starting to see where quality time seems to really be important in getting to know something.
Or getting to know someone. That's great for you to discover. It will definitely help you not only on this journey, but every journey.
All right, Commander Fred out.
Mission control out. Woo! That was a close one. Commander Fred did not really commit quality time to knowing about space like he should have, but I do think he learned a valuable lesson up there in space today. You see, we need to try to know God as intimately as we can. But in doing that, we can't be like the sower who planted on the rocks, or even like Commander Fred who prepared for one part of his journey, but not the entire trip. We really have to spend time with God. We have to read His Word. We have to be committed to praying to Him and getting to know Him better and better each and every day. Philippians 3:10 says, I want to know Christ better. Yes, I want to know the power that raised Him from the dead. I want to join Him in sufferings. I want to become like Him by sharing in His death. In order to truly know God and be like Him, we must spend quality time with Him, intimate time with Him, uninterrupted time with Him on a daily basis. To know God, we must explore God. And to explore God, we must be willing to give Him quality time. We want to be sure to truly know God, not know about Him. This is even more important than the space mission because it's a way we can improve our relationship with God and be a witness to others. If other people see us finding true joy and exploring God, they will want to explore His goodness too. Be a witness, spend time with God, explore God, and know God. Well, happy journey, mini pioneers. Until next time, peace out.